You want to see something cool?
What's good, y'all? It's your boy the Death Machine here. I know I haven't made a video since the Yu-Gi-Oh community lost the GOAT, and honestly I want to get back to that, but that's not important right now. Valentine's Day is around the corner as the time I'm recording this, so I want to talk about my true love, waifus. If you know me personally, then you know I like my women as strong as Russian vodka or your average Spartan 3-year-old. There's just something about seeing women flipping societal beauty standards on their head going, you know what, I want those strong arms, I want the beefy back, the thunder thighs, those hard abs. I don't want to be a delicate little Disney princess. I want to be like Wonder Woman or Xena. And apparently Japan agrees with me because they have a muscle girl bar down in Tokyo. Just another reason to visit Japan. So anyway, in this video that was shamelessly ripped off from my long lost brother Jack's Blade, I'll be making a list of some of my favorite muscle girls in anime and manga and why they're bae, with my good friends Silver Shinobi and Johnny P the Ghostly Lethal Spur.
Alright. Hello. I didn't see you knock. I'm John Peterson, CEO of Megami Tensei Appreciation, and I also brought along someone who,
Hey there, Silver Shinobi here of Tatsumaki Temple.
And if you like this video, be sure to smash the like button harder than your smashed your brother's ribs, and subscribe for more content like this. Who knows? Maybe if this gets enough likes, I'll do a second Muscle Girl video. After My Hero Academia Season 6, there is no way I wasn't going to start things off with Mirko. If you're a fan of the show, simping for this buff bunny baddie is a rite of passage. And no, being gay is not an excuse. If you don't simp for her, you're not a fan. Anyway, forget about Black Air Force energy, Mirko has Black Tim's energy. She listens to NBA Youngboy and acts accordingly, because in Season 6, she was massacring Nobles faster than EEP goes through cupcakes, even after one of them crushed her arm. And when she was chasing that old scientist from League of Villains, he was like, I'm the real one, Nobles help me, I want my mommy. Boy, Mirko is your mommy, you talking about? Mirko is a certified muscle mommy. First off, her arms. After she tried to kick Dobby's lights out and I saw how big her bicep was, my heart was basically like the Flash after drinking Monster Energy. And them legs? Oh my lord. Mirko wouldn't skip leg day even if you point a gun to her head. I'm just let Tiny Tina explain.
She's the most beautifulest woman in the history of ever. Shorty's got legs for days.
Seriously, look at them. Those things don't just crush watermelons. Those thunder thighs could crush titanium. And not to mention she's got buns of steel, which is a good reason to work on your legs in real life. So yeah, nothing but love for the rabbit hero.
Let's see. Buff girls. Well, I know in recent years the Pokemon franchise has had no shortage of waifus of all tropes and body types. Buff girls are no exception. My first thought is Professor Sada from Pokemon Scarlet. Going for the cave woman look, I think she's got some definition there. On top of that, I think I remember some of the NPC trainers falling in this group. Pokemon Sword and Shield had these cute female mine workers. And Scarlet and Violet have female hikers who are pretty well built too.
Oh, 2022 was a great year for waifu enjoyers. Nintendo realized a long time ago that strong is the new sexy, and they delivered with their fan service. When the Pokemon fanbase saw all that premium beef in Scarlet and Violet, they were absolutely losing their minds. And who could blame them? Like, what man wouldn't want to be a doting midwife to an Amazonian blonde girl boss like that? Getting up at 4 a.m., cooking her breakfast, packing her lunch, making sure she comes home to a nice clean house, massaging those big strong arms, taking care of the kids, giving them a little sibling while they're asleep.
Easy there, buddy. We still got a video to get through.
Right, sorry. And also, for those of you searching B on incognito, expect the FBI to bust down your door very soon. She's 15, you degenerates!
Right. She's adorable, but not for looting.
Alright, now let's get to Johnny P's muscle girl.
I got Death Machine into the Fate rabbit hole, so we can't talk about waifus without talking about the second coming of Gawain, Barghest, or Fey Knight Gawain if you want to get technical. Now, I would get into her skills, but much smarter people than I on the subject matter already did that. So I'll say that she has the amazing body for a Fang clan member. Not only muscular in all the right places, but the boobs should be considered lethal weapons in her own right.
Something else y'all need to know about Barghest? She might be a 6'2", 264-pound knight, but she's also a total girly girl. In one of her skins, she rocks a gorgeous dress, and some official FGO art, she's in another one. She's also an excellent cook. Her only problem is she makes the portions a little too big for a normal human. And finally, she's a hopeless romantic whose greatest dream in life is to become someone's beloved beefy bride. Who says muscular women can't be feminine? Speaking of FGO, here's my favorite servant in Fate Grand Order, Penthesilea, Berserker class. As a queen of the Amazons from Greek mythology, she takes enormous pride in her muscles and her strength as a warrior. And can I just say something for real? I've always loved the Amazons. Like, they're the ideal woman to me. They're not girly girls who freak out over mice and spiders, cry over a broken nail, or damsels in distress just waiting for that strong Prince Charming to protect them. No! They're strong, tough women whose lives were all about fighting, hunting, and killing. I love a lady who can shoot a gun, knows how to fight, and can hunt a feral hog or deer. Just... My kids deserve a mom I could tell action stories about. Anyway, Penthesilea is not on my list because of her muscles, which her fan art does a great job of emphasizing, or because her damage output in game is really high, which it is. She's a major tomboy. She sees strength as something to be respected and loves training, working out, and fighting strong enemies. In fact, thanks to this POS, she hates being called beautiful because she wants to be acknowledged as a warrior, not as a woman. In fact, if you call her that or say his name around her, there's no way you're having an open casket funeral. Look at this and tell me I'm wrong. And that's not even the worst of it. One of the Fate Grand Order comics shows how busted Penthesilea is as a servant. She's strong enough to uppercut demonic beasts in the air, destroy large ships just by claying her maces together, nuke a whole settlement by herself, and fight a souped-up version of Heracles, aka Hercules himself, to a stalemate. Did I mention that she turned one of his hands into a blood smoothie? Not only that, but she gets stronger and tougher when she fights male Greek heroes because they remind her of this a-hole right here. Oh, and she's fast enough to run on water because she is a beast, people!
Whoa, easy, dude. Breathe. We gotta let the others have the spotlight for a bit, right?
Right. Sorry, dude. This is my first Muscle Girl video, so bear with me. Now, I'm passing the mic back to my bro, Silver Shinobi. God, I love this girl.
Let's see. What other buff ladies are there? Well, there's that game that recently released called Hi-Fi Rush. It's a cool beat-em-up platformer that's also rhythm-based. You play as Chai, a random guy looking to become a rock star, but the prosthetic arm you just got.
Wait. What does that have to do with buff ladies?
Well, one of the bosses you fight is the head of production at Vandelay Technologies, the company that gave you that prosthetic arm.
You want to be successful? You want to be productive? Then you gotta be aggressive.
Honestly, she kinda scares me. Not because she's a muscle lady, but because she's corporate.
Honestly, I can understand why.
Like, seriously, muscle girl or not, god damn, she's scary. Like, she strikes me as the kind of lady who'd kick your ass, sue you for it, and win. That kind of cutthroat.
And despite that, Twitter was eating her up. It really doesn't help that she's got professional wrestler persona.
Yep.
But you know what that shows me? That despite all the stupidity and degeneracy on that site, it's also got men of culture.
You ain't wrong there.
And of course, saving the best for last, we got Marisa, one of the new characters from Street Fighter 6. All I have to say on her? Find yourself a girl who can wrestle lions like they're nothing more than cute, friend-shaped kittens, and flinging your opponent all over the fight line, and then we'll talk about it. Even though, like the previously mentioned Barghest, she also enjoys feminine things.
Marisa claims to be a descendant of ancient Greek warriors, and she's certainly got the height and muscles to back that claim up. Her fans were blowing up my Twitter feed back in December 2022, and personally, I'm really glad they did. Their fan art really did her justice.
It's been real, Death Machine, but I gotta head back to the Velvet Room /dot and rest my pipes. I kinda need them to welcome the new demons and stuff.
See you, Johnny P. Don't worry, I'm gonna finish this part of the video for you. Now, I could talk about Chun-Li's thunder thighs or Jurihan's abs, not her feet, you degenerate swine. But that'd be easier than Megan Hall. Instead, I want to end John's finale with Rainbow Mika. Not only is she extra fit and bulked up, but she is a great fighter. She was inspired by the Russian goat Zangief and wanted to be like him and to have his muscle spirit. I like how she was brought down this path by a character she looks up to and ended up actually befriending. There's just something really wholesome about that. Mika's just an honest pro wrestler who's all about putting on a good show and giving the crowd a good fight. And honestly, she does them equally well. She's got a flashy outfit, makes big speeches to her audience, and she hits harder than Will Smith. Or Chris Brown. Especially with her tag team partner, Yamato Natashiko. And Yamato's not lacking in the muscle department either. Like, if you hit her up on Tinder, you're not smashing her, she's smashing you. These beefy beauties are guaranteed to break your bones and win your heart. They've certainly won mine.
Let's see, what else we got on the list? Oh, a year or two ago, there was this anime called Fire Force. An anime about Japanese firefighters. I remember hearing about it. Apparently one of them is called Maki Oze. Okay, yeah, she cute.
That is an understatement, my guy.
I think that's the first time I've seen a mage multi-class into War Monk.
Yeah, she might be a hopeless romantic who's afraid of ghosts, but don't think for a second that she's weak. On top of her fire powers and combat skills, she's pretty athletic. Not only is her tummy kind of toned, but she's sporting some sweet twin cobras. No, scratch that, not twin cobras, those are twin anacondas right there.
Huh. Wonder if Tatsumaki could use our Raiken to make something similar to those big metal things her fireballs went into.
Oh, no, Silver. Before that, I gotta tell y'all what makes strong arms on women attractive. A big pro to having a girlfriend or wife with strong muscular arms is muscle hugs. Like, getting your head squeezed by a girl's thighs is cool and all, but muscle hugs are chicken soup for the soul. Like, imagine coming home after the most god-awful day. You just got fired from your job, your mom has cancer, or your dog passed away, and you get to come home to this.
Might be a bit much, but point made.
Yeah, that was a bit much, but you get the point. Plus, imagine going to bed and being cuddled by your girl's strong arms. It could be 20 below zero outside looking like Fimbulwinter, and you'd be nice and toasty all night. Or if a movie is scary or making you cry, you got your own Nana Shimura there to comfort you.
That does sound nice.
At this point, I can't even talk about Nana Shimura because I just told y'all it makes her waifu material. That's the thing with her and Maki Oze. Their hearts are about as big as their biceps. It's no wonder All Might thought of her as a mommy. It's okay, buddy. Us too.
Who else we got on the list?
Boy, you know! You can't do a Muscle Girl video without mentioning Noi. For God's sake, she's practically the Undertaker's daughter. Actually, it's more like literally because it turns out they're the same height, 6'10". This woman is taller than LeBron James, wider than Jonathan Joestar, and stronger than Eddie Hall. And despite that, she pretty much assembled a simp army bigger than the population of China. I know because I'm one of those simps. But can you blame me though? I mean, she's not even a muscle mommy at this point. She's more like a human Tyrannosaurus. In Dorohedoro, we see that she's strong enough to karate chop a grown man in half and turn her enemies into a bloody mess in like 3 seconds. There's 2 things Noi loves more than anything in the world that isn't Shin. Fighting strong people and stuffing her face. She's basically a female himbo, and her gargantuan height and muscles don't make her any less attractive. Unless you're one of those red pill alpha male podcasters, of course.
You're horrible! You're an irredeemable monster!
What took you so long, idiot?
Well, we don't have much time left, so how about a short round of honorable mentions before we go?
Thinking. Well, there's Cammy Y from Street Fighter. Military girl, regular on the battlefield, dedicated to the mission. But I hear she's also a softie who loves cats. Granted, her arms may not be as buff, comparatively, but her legs make up for it.
Ooh, I didn't know you were a legs man.
I can identify a woman's strengths, so to speak. Let's just leave it at that. What about you? Got any last picks?
Oh, no, buddy boy. You brought up her body. You brought up her jacked legs. Don't be shy. Tell the viewers how you really feel about her.
Well, they're pretty well toned, and I mean, her victory pose just straight up has her back to you, where you can see her ass.
Oh, so you admit you were staring at it.
Admittedly, kinda hard not to.
Kinda hard not to do anything else while staring at it, huh?
Just get to your pick already. We're on a time limit here.
Actually, picks. I have 2. And frankly, I'm disappointed that Jack's blade never covered them.
パンがなければ筋肉を鍛えなさい。パワーワンビビラフランス。
I have a feeling the French Revolution would have ended very differently if Marie Antoinette looked like that.
I really don't blame you for thinking that, bro. So this is a relatively new manga about the French Revolution. She's about to be executed by the French Republic, but when they tell her that they plan on killing her kids, she absolutely hulks out. Marie gains the muscles of a 180 kilogram bodybuilder and stops the guillotine when it's falling. Just, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god! I could rant just about how beautiful Marie is with this physique, but the French civilians and soldiers already did it for me. Heck, when a bunch of soldiers saw it for themselves, they're so shook that they're crying like Nezuko was in Demon Slayer. The thing is, I'm autistic and hate being touched a lot of the time, but when I saw those biceps and what a sweetheart Marie Antoinette is, I was more touch-starved than I've ever been in my life. I don't think I've ever wanted to be hugged this badly. Muscle hugs are best hugs. Muscle cuddles are best cuddles. And if they aren't, you're wrong, you're lying, shut your mouth. Best part about it? This isn't just some fetish manga for all the Discord mods and all the Coomers. This is a story about a mama bear trying to save her kids and fighting on behalf of her beloved country. This is a literal muscle mommy. Again, this manga's not finished yet, but I can tell this is going to be super special awesome. Viva la France! And for the second manga waifu, we have Ruby from Nearby Muscle Girl. Before I talk about Ruby, I want to give you the plot real quick. Basically, it's about this super weak university student named Daria. No, this isn't a Yuri manga, that's a boy right there. He's insanely weak and he's got a crush on this really buff tomboy who lives near him, and he's trying to tell her that he loves her and wants to hook up with her. And let me just say, Daria is basically a male wife. I mean, not only is this guy actually weaker than some girls in his story, but Ruby is a Sigma female. She pretty much cuts up his man card right in front of him in the beginning by lifting a huge log and then protecting him from a falling pot plant. Like, girl, don't emasculate him like that. Let him be a man. And later on, this guy goes and tries to cook something for her, and he chooses a hamburger shaped like a heart because his Riz is from the 1950s. But when Ruby saves Daria's life, and every time he sees her muscles, he's just thinking to himself, oh my god, I want to have your babies, you sexy beast. Please, make me your stay-at-home boy wife and a Mr. Mom. Put a ring on his finger now. And can you blame him? Just look at Ruby. Look at those arms. Look at those shoulders. I mean, she looks like she would kill it as a Navy SEAL. Not only that, but she is a firm believer in chivalry. They think chivalry is dead. Ruby basically said, not on my watch. I mean, that time with the pot plant wasn't the first time she protected Daria. She picked him up when he slipped on some ice and almost bust his head wide open on the sidewalk. The final page of every chapter even shows she's better at being a boyfriend than Daria is. And honestly, this right here, this is my dream girl. Anyway, so that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Once I get some better equipment, I'll be back to my Yu-Gi-Oh content in a heartbeat. I'd also like to give a huge thanks to Johnny P, the Gulf City Lethal Spurg, and Silver Shinobi for helping me with this collab video. And hey, if this gets, I don't know, 100 likes, maybe I'll do a second Muscle Mommy video.